Bro, what the fuck? Bro, this is actually fucked, cunt. $50. Bro, since when was cheese $10, cunt? What? Bro, the prices of groceries in Australia right now is cooked, bro. Honestly, what the fuck?
$50 for that pack of soda, that costs as much as filling up your gas tank.
Fucking hell.
Just like a movie scene.
All right, so this is shocking. This guy was doing a slow motion recording in his house, and he didn't think anything of it. And then when he rewatched the video, this is why he uploaded it, it's capturing the flicker from the LED lights above him. Most people don't know, LED lights flicker on average between 100 and 120 times per second. So he has this slowed way down, and what that does to your eyeballs, to your retinas, to your circadian rhythm, causes many things. You want to replace these with incandescents or with halogens, anything but LEDs or CFLs. It's not good lighting.
Okay, y'all want to go inside one of these? Let's try. And this is not the Tesla charger. This is the electric meter. And see, the houses are numbered on the green plaques. All right, let's go knock, see if anybody's home. It's brand new. The plastic's still in the door. Whoop, definitely just woke everybody up. See if we can look in the window. Oh, there's a sink. Try to go around back. So the hot water heater is supposed to sit right here. Now most of them just hang on the wall. That's for the water pressure on the roof. All right. What's it look like in here? Oh look, another room. Let's look through here. There's a sink. Oh, look, somebody lives here. They're doing laundry.
There's something insidious about all these neighborhoods where the houses are completely in sync and exactly the same. They really do creep me out when I ride through them. That would have fooled me. I thought that was 100% sand.
It's not that bad. Every show you not that bad.
That's Breakfast of Champions right
What does this do?
What's in it, Flo?
There's all greens, multivitamins, all your nutrition that your body ever needs.
Oh God. It smells like liquid poop.
Yeah, but he's not gonna like it. It's his first time having it, man.
It's like dinosaur pee.
Wait till you hit the stage. Got that in your system? When you get to the second phase of
I'm
the show,
16, I always have an idea. Okay?
you won't be 16 forever.
I hope that was a smoothie.
There is a very specific reason why I am in Kentucky. Now I want you to put your thinking caps on for this one. Let our minds wander to Tartaria for a moment. Think about all the speculation that it was destroyed. King Tut's key lies within Kentucky. He is not buried in Egypt. Okay? Think about it. His tomb was discovered when? 1922? After all the world's fairs? Perhaps they staged all of the treasures that are intact. Well, if I was trying to deceive the masses, I'd build a fake Holy Land too. It's time for the truth to be revealed. Make sure you stay out of the way of the storm.
Pretty interesting, but I was really concerned for all that howling in the background, and it seemed like there was a full moon. So wherever he is, I hope he's safe with all the wolves.
So who do you guys work for? Who you work for? You guys are dressed the same? You have the same... You got a radio? Who do you work for? Who do you work for? The airline? The airport?
That flight would have been either very long or very entertaining.
I'm done. I am done. I am not flying the rest of this year until the airlines get their shit together. This just happened in Seattle. 2 planes on the runway. 3 incidents in like the last week. I'm done for the rest of the year. My family in Pennsylvania, when I say I'm coming home, it's going to take me 4 days because I'm going to get my SUV and drive home. I am done this year. I don't like flying the way it is. Okay, it's the most stressful time of your life. Whoever says they like flying is crazy. It's the most stressful thing to do is fly. And now they're making it worse. They need to get their shit together. I don't know what's going on. Folks, are you with me? Are you afraid to fly? I've always been afraid to fly, but this shit, now I'm done. Now I'm done for a year. I'm taking a break. This is out of control. Folks, are you with me? This is getting crazy. The airlines need to get their shit together.
I'm done too. We really got to sleep on this one because who knows how many more are going to go down.
At this point, anybody can be in disguise.
Check this out, y'all. They can make anyone look like anybody. As always, thanks for watching. Stay weird.
So we're supposed to believe a 6 foot long, 3 foot wide piece of ice fell off of a plane into a house in Flagler County, Florida. I know, you don't know what I'm talking about? Look at this shit.
So there was an incident where a piece of ice went through the next door neighbors. The neighbor next door saw the ice fall from the sky. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit of ice. There's ice over here.
So allegedly, let's just say allegedly, that piece of ice came from a plane. Come on now. Flagler County, Florida. As I always say, I'm not big on conspiracies. I'm not. But something's not adding up. And the fact that the next door neighbor seen when this was happening and didn't record any of it is puzzling to me. It's only one word that comes to mind when I see this. And the word is firmament. A 6 foot piece of ice fell out the sky into a home today. 2025 is crazy. I'm out.
It's so funny when people say I'm not a conspiracy theorist or I'm really not into conspiracies. It's okay because 99% of the conspiracies have really been coming true.
Approach 8002 Road. My co-pilot just ran out the back of the plane. He just did what now? He just ran out the back of the plane. So you don't have a co-pilot on, you said? No, he just jumped out the back of the plane. Right. Would you like me to circle where he left at? Say that again? Would you like me to circle where he got out at, or you got me on track? We still have you on track. Did you need something else? No, the dude literally jumped out the back of the plane without a parachute. Did you need to do something else, circle or something? Or? No, I need to land. I'm just making you aware you're going to have a dead body out where I just called you at. He just jumped out the back of the plane.
The co-pilot jumped out of the plane and he's reporting it, and the other side is acting like nothing happened. Like, I don't think it really registered.
It's moving. What is that, bro?
Shout out Capitol Heights, that's right up the street.
Oh, snap. You see it? It's putting off a... What is that? You see, it's putting out a circle.
What the heck? My camera don't want to work. It's not going.
Baby, I got it. Relax. Wow.
Okay, Papa.
We see you. In the name of Jesus, we see you.
Hey, I ain't scared.
We see you.
And it's gone.
Yep.
And it's gone.
Disappeared.
And it's gone. And it's gone.
It's like you better not see me.
Wow. It's gone. It's completely gone.
Wow. Told
It's
you Mom be seeing stuff.
it's completely
My
gone.
eyes stay up.
Comment down below if you've seen anything like that. What do you guys think it is? An angel, a demon, a portal, a rocket? Let me know.
A dozen large Irish eggs at €275.
Well, here in Panama, this is what a dozen jumbo eggs cost.
Hi, my name is Amber. I live in Paris. A dozen eggs that are free range and plein air is $2.88, which is about $3 US.
I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. 10 eggs. It is 83 baht, which is $2.60. We definitely do not have an egg shortage.
It's Kelly in Albania. Well, 10 eggs. It's 129 lek, which is about $1.34 American dollars.
Large standard eggs are €2.48 or $2.60.
43 pesos for 15.
Eggs in Nayarit, which is just outside PB, are 60 pesos.
I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I purchased here in Turkey. The price just went up to 160 lira, which makes it about $1.82 a dozen.
This is Hawaii. We have a dozen eggs for about $8.49. It's cheaper if you buy a plat of 60 eggs at $36.99, which comes out to about $7.30 a dozen.
Imagine if I went to Africa and I wanted to live there, right? And all of a sudden, Africa wanted to deport me back to my homeland, the United States of America. And imagine if I went and I protested against Africa and I was lifting a United States of America flag in protest, saying I wanted to stay in Africa, but waving this flag from another country. How crazy would that look? How crazy would that be? That's exactly what's happening with people that are protesting right now in the United States. They're lifting up flags from different countries in protest of being deported back to those countries. Think about that. How wild is that?
So this refers to the video that we seen at the beginning of this compilation where everybody's walking through the streets rioting, but more so protesting and holding up their flags, where you seen the Mexican flags were up in the air.
What does it mean when this happens to you? Although many doctors will tell you that this is a disorder called tinnitus, that's actually not very common, and it could be something completely different. The non-physical meaning of ringing in the ears is actually a sign of higher awareness and clairaudience, which means that you have the ability to hear things beyond ordinary perception. This means you're energetically sensitive and more aware of energetic shifts happening around you and within you. So what can you do with these abilities? Well, for one, you can tell when the vibe within yourself and the vibe in the room is changing. And you can even channel messages from your higher self or from angels or any other spiritual being. Ringing your left ear means your internal energies are shifting, while ringing your right ear means a spiritual being is trying to communicate with you.
A couple of days ago, I saw this video, and it was like basically Germans warning us. And I looked it up again because I wanted to show my man. Y'all, why the fuck did I look up a message to Americans and this popped up? We are literally being censored. And it's not just the Americans that they're censoring you guys outside of America. Because they don't want us to know what you guys think about this. And that is scary as fuck. By the way, you also can't use the hashtag F Donald Trump anymore, so do as you please with that information.
100% right.
Did you mention that Bill Gates' dad was at one point head or involved in the Federal Reserve?
Yeah, he was in charge of the Washington State Federal Reserve. And he also established Planned Parenthood. So he was like
Bill Gates' dad?
Bill Gates' dad
Whoa.
The biggest Federal Reserve is New York's Federal Reserve, which is the most powerful of all of it.
Yeah.
But the Federal Reserve in Washington State is very powerful as well, and he ran that.
Y'all, I thought that he grew up broke. What happened to that?
And the whole story of Bill Gates is like, you get into these billionaires, it's all LARPs and lies. And you study like Jeff Bezos, and like, he's the hardest working guy. He worked so hard. He just got in his garage and never stopped. And you're like, and his grandpa established DARPA. He created the U.S. Government's Department of DARPA, where's all the crazy stuff comes out of.
His father?
Jeff Bezos' grandfather.
Bro.
Why the jinn from the Quran is plasma. Yes, the fourth state of matter. So plasma is known as the fourth state of matter. It's an ionized gas, but it is also a mystical, magical substance that is neutral, much like the jinn. The jinn are also known as genies, and they're not innately good or bad. The first interesting comparison is that the jinn are kind of drawn a lot with electricity and fire. Plasma, a symbol for it, is also burning fire. Look up ball lightning. Also, very interesting, birds have a lot to do with plasma. They're supposedly the messengers of plasma and speak the language of sound, which is plasma. Also, like plasma, jinn are composed of thin and subtle bodies. Plasma, for those of you who are obsessed with it like me, you'll know plasma is subtle energy. They can also be called on for protection or magical aid. The same goes for plasma beings that are known as angels, interdimensional beings, archetypes. You can call on these things for help as well. Very much the same thing, at least I think. We've seen connections. Also, jinn means to hide or adapt. Plasma means to form. These two things in the same are shapeshifters. They form and are molded based on our consciousness and our cultural beliefs. So if you're full of fear, you're gonna see something bad with the jinn. If you're full of love, you're probably gonna see something good.
Don't call on anything or summon anything without doing your research and getting some knowledge in that, okay? That's all.
Every time you go and pay your utilities, you are compounding the national debt. Do you realise that? I don't think you realise that. You think, you're kind of laughing at me thinking, oh, this guy's a nut.
No, I'm not laughing.
Yeah, you must understand, brother. You must understand. Every time you use that cash, that is blood money.
Stop
Federal
using
Reserve
legal
notes.
tender,
Has
start
anyone
using
got a note?
Are you worried about going to jail? Are you worried about going to jail?
I'm a live man. I don't go to jail. They can put Mr. Sando Bonacci in jail if they want to. See that? Read here, folks.
What the?
Read here. Legal tender. This is not money. This is useless dead note, and it's blood money owned by the Rothschilds. One family. Friends, learn how to pay. Make promissory notes and discharge your debt with proper promissory notes. These are legal tender. This is fraud.
Whoa, that was a lot of information, you guys. I'm not familiar with all of this. Can you let me know down below what exactly is he saying and how to even do something like that?
How does the mirror know what she's doing behind the towel? Watch this.
You can see me? How does the mirror know? How does it know?
There's no way, mirrors are portals.
I'm blocked. How does the mirror
I
know?
swear. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay weird.
How does it know? What the hell? Oh my gosh.
You've been feeling absolutely crazy today. Like you've been feeling dizzy. There's a reason why.
Every day.
Look at this massive timeline shift. This is one of the biggest ones that we've had in a while, but something even crazier happened. Would you look at this? Do you know what this is? This is absolutely freaking wild. I don't mean to go down the most insane rabbit hole right now, but that is a version of you for every single one of us. That is a consciousness from a different timeline, a version of you within this timeline shift. What a time to be alive.
In an unbelievable turn of events, with everyone panicking after Trump slapped Mexico and Canada with tariffs, he's now put a pause on them for 30 days, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau agreed to a $1.3 billion border plan, $200 million for a US-Canadian joint task force for intel operations, a fentanyl czar to combat smuggling, and 10K frontline personnel for border security. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum is also committing 10,000 National Guard to be sent to the northern border to stop weapons trafficking. Now the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, in an extraordinary gesture, has decided to accept back Salvadoran MS-13 gang members, Venezuelan Tren de Agua, and illegal migrants from even other countries. Things are getting secure and criminals are scared, as they should. Join me on Discord to talk about it.
Trump is really getting us in situations that we're like really not even ready for, but he's just throwing us out there just because and seeing if it sticks. It is what it is.
There has been now 64 confirmed commercial flights around the world that has crashed this year. We just got to February. To put in perspective, last year worldwide, there was only 36 commercial plane crashes. 36. We're almost double that, and we haven't made it past February. What the hell is going on? Because at this point, a car ride from Florida to California is not looking that bad. At one point in time, taking a flight was considered the safest form of travel. But out of the 7 flights that had crashed on U.S. soil this year, 0 passengers have survived. All perished. God rest their souls. Personally, I've been in several car crashes. And I can tell you, I've walked out of every single one. With bumps and bruises, but I've walked out. If you're in a plane and it happens to crash, you will be lucky to have first responders even find your body.
He authorized Sidney Gottlieb to spray germs into the fog in San Francisco Harbor. The point was to try to infect 800,000 people in San Francisco with this germ just to see how many would get sick.
Yes, this is true, and to a lot of you, this should seem very familiar. In 1950, crew members of a U.S. Navy ship spent 6 days spraying a type of germ about 2 miles off of the California coast. Its aim was to determine the susceptibility of a big city like San Francisco to a potential bioweapon terrorist attack. In the following days, the military took samples and found that not only did it infect San Francisco, but also many of the surrounding areas. And when this happened, not a single person was made aware. Now, if you still aren't connecting the dots as to what I'm trying to say here, here is a patent that was made in 1920 for the production of intense artificial clouds, fogs, or mists. You can look all of this up yourself. I will put the patent number right here. I don't know about you, but this stuff is getting scarier and scarier, and I make sure to have something for myself and my family to be detoxing and supporting our bodies from whatever junk they are trying to spray us with.
You know, that makes me think about a lot of people that ask, why would they do something like that to the population? Who is going to be working these jobs that they don't want to work? And then the other question where people say, they're deporting a lot of the immigrants that do the jobs that Americans don't want to do. Who's going to be doing them now? And then I can't help to think, but what if there's just warehouses full of robots just waiting to be released after they get rid of a whole bunch of people?
I live in Denmark. We share a border with Germany. Now, if someone illegally crossed the border from Germany to Denmark, and if the Danish police catches you at the border, or a day, a week, 2 years later in the country, they will deport you. Every country does that. I don't even understand what the fuck is controversial about what Trump is doing.
What if I told you that our next president is being referred to as a phoenix rising from the ashes? Let's walk through how this phrase both ties into the occult and the golden age of Aquarius. Let's talk about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Interesting name, right? In this occult doctrine, they believe that the phoenix is a symbol of resilience through tribulation, life, death, and rebirth. Golden Dawn is a magical order that's active in Great Britain, and their teachings emphasized theurgy and spiritual development. The Golden Dawn is directly associated with Aleister Crowley and his teachings of do what thou wilt, which are the basic emphasis on Genesis 6 in the Marine Kingdom. So this order was divided into 3 parts. First order only focused on esoteric philosophy and Hermetic Kabbalah, as well as the classical elements, astrology, tarot, and geomancy. The second order was called the Red Rose and the Golden Cross, and they focused more on scrying and alchemy. The third order is a lot more interesting. They are called the Secret Chiefs, and get this, they are believed to be highly skilled spiritual entities who are the authorities of this order and basically directed the agenda to the lower levels. So this order is literally documented to be under direct control from fallen angels. And here's the kicker. With its founding in 1888, Golden Dawn claimed that its founding would usher in a golden age for the world.
Seems appropriate for what's going on in the world.
Why do people keep disappearing at Caddo Lake? Locals will warn you that if you hear whispers in the wind, it's the spirits telling you to leave. And the Caddo Nation believed that the lake was sacred, and that it's actually inhabited by their ancestors. It's also supposed to be home to protective yet vengeful water spirits. There are legends about the ghost of a woman who cries looking for her child who drowned, and phantom boats that drift through the fog. Fishermen have fully vanished, and mysterious figures are often seen around the water. There's a grove of cypress trees that's supposed to be a portal between the living and the dead. And apparently spirits become restless here at night. In the film Caddo Lake, produced by M. Night Shyamalan, Harris and Ellie search for answers about their missing loved one, only to discover dark secrets tied to the lake's lore. Caddo Lake is going to be streaming on Max on October 10th. It's starring Dylan O'Brien and Eliza Scanlon. Make sure you check it out. And let me know if you think Caddo Lake is cursed, or if you think this is all just a stream of coincidences or crazy people, or if it's just like local legend.
This is trippy. The whole world stopped buying Coca-Cola today. 2 days, they would be bankrupt. That shows two terrifying things. One, how many people must buy Coke every single day. And secondly, the exciting thing, how fragile these companies are. They only exist because we allow them to. If people stop supporting them, stop buying their crap, then they simply wouldn't be there anymore. If people spent money in farm shops, in local farm shops, in local greengrocers, local butchers, local dairy farmers, and that's where the demand was, that's where the money was going, that's where the interest was going, the system would be forced to move in that direction. All these giant supermarket chains only exist because that's where the majority of people go and spend their money. And people might say, yeah, it's awkward to go to a farm shop, it's awkward to go to this place for that, this place for that. Yeah, you might argue it is. But being unhealthy, being overweight, being chronically inflamed, being ill, that's a little bit more difficult in my opinion. So as the saying goes, choose your difficult.
Choose your difficult. That's an amazing quote. But, well, from what we've seen, being that a pack of Coke is $50, they don't have to sell that much.
Tell yourself today's going to be a great day no matter what.
Today's going to be a great day no matter what.
Tell yourself you love yourself.
I love you, me.
And I love y'all too. Have a great day.
You too.
Actually, let's tell the whole community, it's time to change.
It is all up to us, guys, but instead of being focused on the bigger picture, all we got to do is focus on each and individual person. I need to make sure that I am the best that I can be for myself, and you need to make sure that you are the best that you can be and only growing from today on out. That will overflow and have a ripple effect on our children, on our families, and our communities, cities, countries, and so on and so forth. Really, it's up to us. Make sure that every single day you are better than yesterday. Always work from love and grace, and everything will work itself out from there. Family, that was another wild compilation. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to support the channel, it's completely free. Like the video, comment down below, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell as well so you are notified every time a video is released. You guys already know everything is everything. Be good, do right, and I will catch you on the next one.